Hello.
Hello everybody, welcome to this match day management press conference. From the player side we have here Robert Ivanov and then we have head coach Jacob Friis. First, Jacob.
Yeah.
In Lithuania.
Yeah. We landed yesterday, Lithuania. A bit colder than Malta, but it's doable for Finnish players. It's feels like a bit more like home. We have had 2 good days after the game. We have had good meetings. We have made a lot of restitution. And we're looking very much forward to the next challenge. Also in consideration that we also look at our performance from last game, and I think we could all agree that there are areas we should improve, and we are really trying not only to get a good result but also some very good performances. And of course that's what we want to achieve every time if it's possible, and it's not always possible, and then the second best is to have a good result and then a bit less performance. So that has been our focus. What can we do about it for the next game? So we are very much looking forward to go on the pitch and trying to improve. Robert?
Yeah, hello everyone, and of course, first of all, good to start the campaign with a win, so that's the most important thing, and looking forward to the game. Lithuania played a very good game against Poland and made it difficult for them, so expecting a tough battle, so but looking forward to it.
Hey, questions please?
Jacob, this is working, right? Yep.
Yes.
Against Malta you lost quite many 50-50 duels. Do you demand that the players should step up to be better, or can you help them, for example, some kind of tactical choices?
Yeah, I think you get the point, or you already touched the point, because yes, football is about winning the duels, and sometimes it can be isolated to a bit slow reaction from the players, but sometimes it can also be, and very often have to do with tactical issues, so we get them in the right positions so they're not too late and not winning the duel. So I think it's a combination of everybody have to step up, and also a combination of how is the game plan and does it allow us to win the duels. So it's a sweet combination of those things, and of course we want to improve that part, because that's also a very important part of football. I used to say that, and it's not always true, but if you are winning more than 50% of the 50-50 duels, you have a way better chance of winning the game at the end. And maybe it's common sense, but it's very often also at least a half true.
Is there any questions for Robert? If there is, just you talk to him now.
In English or Finnish?
In English, please.
Okay, Mr. Ivanov, how do you see also the game against Malta? What was the main reasons for this, like you mentioned, the duels? What was the problems in your point of view?
Yeah, well, I think tactically, of course, Malta didn't play how we expected, so it puts us in a little bit different state of mind of where we have to be or where we've been expected to be. So I think also that plays a part. So, and then, of course, I think through the game they gained confidence and we lost confidence, and it's also about football, And of course, the background of us is that we have one last official game, 23. So I think, of course, that is, a little bit in the back of our heads. But so that makes it even more important that we won this game, so we can now gain the confidence and go again. But yeah, Malta was good. It's for me, they were really good. They played tactically and technically very well, and you just have to raise the hat for them. And yeah.
Hello, Robert. Like you said, you haven't won, last time in 23. Well, of course the Estonia game, but still, has something changed after the Malta game in your head, in your teammates' head?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of the guys were saying this, that winning tastes good, you know, and it's been a long time and a very difficult 6 months we had last year in the Nations League. Of course, everyone remembers that, and you know, we were very down after that. And now to have the win, it's just, you know, the opposite. Now we're very happy. Of course, you go back through the performance, you see, you know, everybody knows we didn't play well. But again, I take 10 out of 10 times this feeling that playing well and then losing the game. And so, of course, the players are happy, and yeah, we're just looking forward to the next game.
More questions to Robert.
In 2024, the defensive, the players around you changed quite a bit from game to game. Would you hope for a bit of stability in the sense that who plays in the defensive positions, and would it be easier to play if the guys were saying more often?
Yeah, you can always hope, but you can do nothing about injuries. And but like I've said previously, when I first came here, there's so many good players, and I feel like I'm very in a lucky position that if I play, that usually the players around me are better. So I'm just happy to play, and all the guys there, especially the centre backs, I'm very good friends with them, and I think we have very good chemistry on and off the pitch. So for me, it's just you know, looking forward to whoever plays there, and if it's me, then I'm very happy if it's someone else. But the national team games are very difficult in that sense, that you always got some injuries, you always get something, so you know, then you just have to be prepared. And I think the off-pitch chemistry helps with that it doesn't matter who you put in. I think we can play well, play always better, of course, but yeah.
More questions to Robert? No, thank you.
Thank you.
Because? All right, then to Jacob.
Mr. Friis, Lithuania played good game against Poland, so what do you think about Lithuania? What are the main things you have to be aware of tomorrow?
Like I also said before, Malta also reinforced that image that all the games are tough. All opponents we meet, they have good opponents, otherwise they will not play in a national team. Lithuania has the same. They have good players, they have a clear way of playing, and of course there are specific things we are aware of. Now we talked about duels earlier. It could be a very important part in this game as well. And the way sometimes they attack, it actually makes duel even a more important part. So we have to really be very aware of the way they attack, and that it leaves a lot of situations where you should be strong. In the drop-down area, one thing among other things. So that's something we have to be aware of. But I think you also asked before the Malta game, what do you expect of the game? And I said, and it was not to, you know, underplay our role, but I said it will be a tough game. It's national team games, they are tough. So we have to, you know, nail as many bullet points as possible to make it a win. And even now we're talking about that it was a poor game. We still won 1-0. So, and it was not because we got the ball in the back of the head and it went in. At least there were a few things we did right. And then, of course, it's about for us to make even more things better than the first game. So we are, of course, have a natural respect for the opponent, no matter who we meet, and it's the same today or tomorrow.
More questions?
Yes, Mr. Friis, what do you think, what are the main differences in the style of playing with Malta and Lithuania?
There is something, maybe the way they defend can be a bit different. We are a bit aware that it can be different scenarios because they have done a bit different lately. So it's hard for me to say how they will start, but we are prepared for different scenarios. So there can be some changes. And then it can also be some changes in the build-up that makes where they do it a bit different, where they have the strength in other areas than Malta. So of course there are some specific changes that we also have to be aware of, because it maybe change the game picture a bit differently than the Malta game. And of course I will not reveal everything, and then they can choose from. So there are some clear differences. Yeah.
So, hello. You are a bit short on the players who plays mainly on the position 6 defensive midfielder. What are you going to do to manage that?
Hopefully I choose the right players, and yes, we are short, and I think you are referring to that shooter left the camp. He was too ill to continue, so that's of course a loss for us. But as you saw in the game also, after Peltola left the pitch, we had another very good player to position 6 that normally also plays that position in the club, so we still have some good options for that position. So I don't panic yet. We just hope that nobody else gets sick, and it's something that we are a bit aware of in our camp at the moment. So we are a bit back at the moment to Corona times, not getting too much contact and being a bit separate when it's possible, because we have had some things following us more or less from the beginning of the camp. So, but so far it hopefully doesn't affect that we are lacking players for specific positions.
Glenn Kamara didn't play against Malta. Can you give any reasons for that?
Yeah, it's a simple answer is that I had other good players, and for that specific game against Malta, I had some priorities. As I also said before, we have for different positions different skills. Where for the Malta game, I chose some specific skills, and then Glenn, we know everybody, Glenn is a brilliant football player, and he has also his specific skills, so let's see if it's something we need for the next game. So the reason why he did not play was that I chose something else. That's hard to answer much different than that. There's no hidden things behind it.
Questions? More questions?
So maybe just to finish it off, Coach, this is not your first time in Lithuania. You came here a couple of years ago when you were a coach of Viborg. You played in Marijampolė against Sūduva. So
Yes.
what are your memories from that time in Lithuania? And the second part of the question,
Yeah.
maybe there are some players in the Lithuanian national team that you would like to, let's say, specify that can cause you the most problems, let's say.
Yeah, yes, I have good memories of Lithuania. It was a solid 1-0 win last time I was here. We like that. And yes, we are aware of the different position and different players for Lithuania, and I have a good long relationship with Lithuania in the sense that Lukas Balvis was a former youth player of mine, and he went to the first team in Aalborg, so I know him. Simkus was another player. I don't know if they are seeing this, but greetings to those two guys, but that's from the past, and of course we are aware on the skills from the current players of Lithuania, and none mentioned, none forgotten.
More questions? Thank you. Kiitos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.